markets are trading more or less flattish, a bit of a negative bias. The advanced decline ratio, though, that's turned around in the last few minutes. You have 800 stocks now advancing. At the start of trade, there were 1,800 stocks that were advancing. Mangalam.
Absolutely, Nigel. We'll keep an eye out on that. Two indices on the top of our heads in the green, two in the red. Consolidation continues. It is the weekly options expiry. But the stock on our radar is Edelweiss. As you know, there was a large trade in Nuvama. ECAP and Edelweiss went ahead and sold about 8% equity worth nearly 2,100 odd crore rupees. We're joined by Rashesh Shah, who's the chairman at Edelweiss Group. Thanks a lot, Rashesh, for joining in. I remember, just when we last spoke, you were fairly bullish on the prospects of this business. You said that at some point you will exit, but not in the very near term. But in the very near term, there has been a clean out trade. So the question is, what happened?
I think there has been a lot of good demand, and we wanted to sell only a small part. As you know, our objective in Edelweiss is to use this liquidity for our other use, including repayment of debt, investing in other businesses, because you should understand Edelweiss Financial Services has actually pivoted in the last few years as an investment company. We have become an investco. We are not a holdco, so we will never hold assets forever. We'll build businesses, we'll invest in them, but when they grow up, we'll invest into other businesses. So we have a lot of, Edelweiss still has about 7 other businesses, including, our asset management business, mutual fund, NBFC, housing finance, insurance companies, life and general insurance. So we will want to reallocate capital, make our balance sheet more robust, hold enough liquidity, have enough capital to invest into businesses for growth. And we have been, pretty good at investing into businesses. So we want to continue with that. So we are just holding on. And there was very good demand. I think we got swayed by the investor list. The book was almost 3 times oversubscribed, as well as the fact that some very good names have come in. And for us, that was important because Nuvama is still, a lot of the Nuvama shares are still held by the Edelweiss shareholders. If you remember, we had distributed 30% of Nuvama shares to the Edelweiss shareholders. So the Edelweiss shareholders are still fairly invested in Nuvama. So having a good investor list for Nuvama is equally important to us. For Edelweiss, it was like any other investment, and we are constantly allocating and reallocating our capital as we go along.
All right. Hi, Mr. Shah. Good morning and good to see you in. This is Nigel on this side. So we take the point. Because you saw strong demand, you said, okay, let's part with this stake. And that's why Edelweiss will get that money. Now, break it up for us. How much of the money that Edelweiss will get will be used for debt repayment, and update us on the debt number out there? So that's on the Edelweiss stake. And also, you have a personal stake in the company. Do you intend to hold on to that stake you have in Nuvama?
I think I got that stake as part of the demerger. As I said, we gave the shares of Nuvama to Edelweiss shareholders. If you remember, we did a fairly unique demerger where we gave 30% of the equity to the Edelweiss shareholders. We kept another 14% in Edelweiss, which is what we have sold today, because Edelweiss was an investment for Edelweiss. While for all of us, I think the Nuvama investment has done well. We are shareholders. I and my co-founder Venkat and other shareholders of Edelweiss still continue to own shares in Nuvama. And we think there is a secular trend up, not just for Nuvama, but for wealth management companies, for asset management companies. I think India is at that crossover stage where, being a very bank-dependent financial services country, we have become bank plus capital markets. And you seeing, whether it's exchanges like NSE, BSE, whether it's, R&T agents, whether it's mutual funds, whether it's wealth managers, there is a strong shift away from only banks equal to financial services to banks plus.
We wanted to understand, Mr. Shah, we wanted to understand how much stake do you personally own in Nuvama? What happens to that? And secondly, what about the debt? How much is the debt right now on the books? With this 1,500 crore that you've raised, how much will that go into debt repayment? And how much will that go into other businesses where you are looking to put capital?
So I don't exactly know how much I own because I got it at part of the demerger, but me and my family, my entire extended family and all, which are all shareholders, we got shares in Nuvama in pro rata share of our holding in Edelweiss. So we own about 24% in Edelweiss. So out of the 30%, which was which was given to the Edelweiss shareholders, we got the pro rata on that, out of which we keep on, managing that as an investment portfolio. So that is what we got in the original demerger. For Edelweiss, out of this money that comes, a large part will go towards repayment of debt, because we have stated that a reduction of debt at the holdco level at the Edelweiss Financials is a very important parameter for us. So a large part of this will go, because we have other adequate liquidity for our growth needs. We are holding more than 1,500 crores of excess capital, which is for growth, and we wanted to keep that for growth and not use it for repayment of debt. So this is going to be used for repayment of debt for Edelweiss Financial Services.
What is the updated debt number, sir? And post this repayment, does it come down to?
I think holdco debt after that will come close to about 5,000 crore. We will know it at the end of December, because we have also repaid some other debt at this time. So I think we'll be under 5,000 crores of debt, which was 2 years ago close to 9,000 crores. So we have almost halved the debt at Edelweiss Financial Services. And as you know, we have also announced that we are going to sell a stake in a mutual fund,
Yes.
and we are IPOing our EAAA, which will also give us more liquidity and capital to reduce the debt even further.
How much do you expect to raise from the mutual fund stake sale? Because the EAAA IPO, we know will be around 1,800 crore of OFS. So how much do you intend to get from the mutual fund stake sale, and by when?
The mutual fund, we have appointed investment bankers who are now, speaking to potential partners. Our idea is to sell about around between 30 to 35% stake sale for a strategic partner. We are not doing this as a financial deal. We are looking at strategic partners who can help us grow the business, and that would be between 1,500 to 2,000 crore is what we are expecting to come out of the mutual fund stake sale, and another 1,500 to 2,000 out of the EAAA stake sale. So I think collectively, if we get between 3 to 4,000 crore, and as I said, our current debt will fall below 5,000 crore, that in the next 1 year, we'll get close to, under 1,000 crores of debt is what we are aiming for, what we are hoping for.
All right, Mr. Shah, short but sweet conversation. Always good to speak to you. We request you to join us, sometime in early 2025, and then we could understand asset allocation as well for the coming year. For the time being, we thank you for joining in. Wish you a good end of the year, and look forward to speaking to you rather soon. So that's the clarification that's coming in there. The stake sale by Edelweiss was done because demand was tremendous, 3 times what was being offered. Also, this money that will be raised will be used for debt reduction, and also they're looking at value unlocking both in the AMC business as well as the ARC business, which could raise 3 to 4,000 crores. Slip into a short break, but